Hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. Good evening. I hope we are all okay. I don't know if my lighting... Oh, it looks okay. I thought my lighting looked a bit dark, but no, we're fine. Right, this evening we are going to be using the Honeybee Home Bundle, and this is actually in the mini, in the January to June catalogue, and it will also be transferring into the new catalogue, which is released in May. I can show you the front cover. There we go. Well, that's as much as you can see. I'm tempting you, aren't I? Hi Sylvia, hi Chris, hi Izzy. Izzy's watching with her mum. Oh Chris. Watch with mother, as we were talking about last night. Oh dear. Right. Yes, so let me get back to it. So the Honeybee Home Bundle. Now, we've got a lovely stamp set and die set. I'll show you them in the flesh. Oops, wrecking the joint. So here we go. Hopefully, if I hold it up, I might. So this is the Honeybee Home stamp set. It's got some... Hi Helen! It's got some lovely sentiments. We've got such happy news. So glad we're family. Miss you. Best of luck. Stay wonderful. You're the nicest. And you've got some lovely, beautiful stamps. I love the bees. And we know Izzy loves the bees. So we're going to be creating with this tonight. I'm just going to put that out of the way because you'll get a glare. Also, I'll just grab my other bits. So the dies that go with it are, I've got a few out because we're going to be using them. But if I just put those on there. So from the stamp set, you've got dies to cut out the bees. You've got dies to cut out the flowers and these ones. And then you've got that die, and that die that you can just cut out of, they're just die cuts out of card. We're going to be using, I think, all dies except for two, I think. But I've already prepared some stuff already because there's quite a lot going on in this card. So I've just chucked them all over the floor. Oh dear. This could be one of them evenings. So also I'm going to be I'm making a happy birthday card. So I'm using from the Flowing Flowers, which is in the same catalogue. Also moving over into the new annual catalogue. The Happy Birthday from the Flowing Flowers. And then, last but not least, the other die set we're using is the border dies. So we're going to be using the clouds and the curve. I'll keep those out so I've got them ready. So I will bring in the card we will be making. And here it is. First one I've ever made like this. Never made one before. So we had a challenge and I was so pleased with how it turned out. So it's what they called a Bendi card. But you can also call them a balcony card, but the balcony card has a score line down the centre. So I haven't done one of those, I've done the Bendi card. So as you can see, as you push it open, obviously the curves bend. Obviously, hi Shaz. Obviously the obviously the name for it, Bendi card. I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, so it's like a 3D card. I've used all the flowers, the bees, and then to write on it, you can use the back. I've not done anything. I've not stamped anything on the back, but you could put a panel, and just write on the back whichever you want to do. So this is what we're going to be creating. We've got the bees, which I've attached to a window sheet. You can barely see, you can there. So the 2 bees at the front are on the window sheet, and then the one at the back is just on the stuck with a dimensional on the back. So this is what we're going to be creating. Okay, so I'm going to put that to one side. Let's get cracking. Right. So I have cut my card already. So we've got one piece. This is I've used for this card. It's all thick, basic white. It's obviously that bit sturdier, and I found it especially for the die cuts. It makes it that bit sturdier, so they stand up properly. And so we've got a piece of card, basic thick basic white, measuring 15 centimeters by 10.5 centimeters. I've got 2 other pieces. So this piece is 18 centimeters by 5 centimeters, and then this piece is 6 centimeters by, can't remember that one, 10.5 centimeters. So these are the 3 pieces of card that are going to make up the actual base. Okay, right, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to get my scoring board out and we'll crack on. So what we're going to do, just hopefully, yeah, I am in shot just. Right, so what we're going to do, we're not going to score that one yet, the base card. We'll score that when we've actually done the blending. All the background and everything is all blended. So what we're going to do with the 2 small pieces, I'm just gonna, that's better. Are we in shot? I think we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to score at each end 1.5 centimeters. So if I go to 1.5 centimeters, use my scoring part, and also 1.5 at this side. And then this one is 1 centimetre I've done this at. You could make it wider, it's up to you, but I've done the same on the card there. So if you wanted to make it 1.5 centimetres, you just need to add another centimetre on. Okay, so we'll burnish those in a second. So that's away for now. So we'll start with the base card. Right, so what I've done is I've used a piece of card and I have cut, wrong way, that way, I have cut, die cut my clouds. So I've kept both, I've kept the negative and the positive part, And I just keep these, just as a tip, I keep these in my, with my dies, so I can just use them. It's this one I'm going to be using. So I'll pop that one to one side. And the colours I'm going to be using tonight, so for the sky, we're going to be using Balmy Blue. And then for the grass, we're going in with Pear Pizzazz. I just thought it was just a really delicate, I think it's a really delicate green. I really like that. So those are the colours we're using. I've got a scrap of paper. I have my blending brush ready and waiting. So here we go. So all we're going to do is we're just going to, I've done it on the sort of the diagonal on the piece of card, so we can just get the length just nicely, so we can just go down down the page. Right, I have a tip for you. This is Izzy's tip, and I found it worked really, really well for me. You know what I'm like with blending. Quite funny and amusing me when it comes to blending. I'm not the best, but I used to do this. Tap, tap, tap. No. If you get your blending brush and swirl it on, still just knock it off, the excess on the side, and then we just go in. I found it makes it so much smoother to blend. Just let me hold on to that. I'm trying to hold two things at once. So I did want it a bit darker at the could do with another set of hands. Okay, so I just wanted it a bit darker on the edge. Right, okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do now is spin it over like so, ink up, tap, and then we're going to go in again. And I'm finding this really, really therapeutic. There we go. And we spin it round again. So we're just going to keep going down. Just maybe go a bit lighter. But just keep going down the paper. Or should I say the card. Just to give us the clouds. Back again. Now you're not going to see this bottom bit, but that doesn't matter. It's still be nice. And then I'm just going to come in like so. Whoops. There we go. Just going to shut that up before I get it everywhere. I'm terrible. Ink will go everywhere if I'm not careful. So this is the base card. Now at this point, if you wanted to put two panels on or a panel on one side to write on, that's fine. If you wanted to stamp your happy birthday or best wishes or whatever, you could on that quite easily. I'm not going to bother because I'm quite happy with how it is and just to write on the back. But that's if you wanted to. Right, so that bit's done. Just let me put my blending brush to one side. Now I have not yet got my other set of blending brushes. It will be going in with my order in the next couple of days. I've got to get them sorted because I absolutely love them. And I want one for every colour. Well, not every colour family, should we say. Right. I'll die cut these actually first. Just let me get my head into gear. Brain gone everywhere, as it always does. Let me fetch my big, biggie machine in. Right. It looks massive. On screen. I can't go up any higher. You'll just have to bear with me. Right, so what I'm going to do before I blend these is, if I lift this to there, I am going to, this die just fits, make to measure, across. So just carefully, I'm just going to place that down. It goes to the edge, just to the score marks we made, and we're just going to cut, wind that through. Bring that round. I'm sorry if you can't see very well at the minute. And this is what we've got. So I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a moment. And then we've got this little piece. And we're going to do the same with that. But obviously this piece is, if you can you see it on my, just maybe. I'm just going to cut that. Just the same. Centre it up as best I can, and I've just moved it. Silly me. Should have put my tape on it really, but never mind. Let's go for it. Whoops. I'm dangerous. Totally and utterly. Let's get rid of that. So you can see that little piece all done. Right, let me just put that die away, that in the bin, and just move those to one side. Let's carry on. Right, I'll sit down again. So what I'm going to do with this piece, the largest piece, I'm just going to snip to the edge. So we've got this. Okay. Right. So back to my Pear Pizzazz. So once again, round and round and round. And I'm just going to go in and just put some colour on. Right, so then I'm going to spin it round, and we're going to do the bottom just the same. This one gets used and abused, this green. I love this green. So on Saturday we had a fab day. It was what they call, Stampin' Up call on tour, and all the demonstrators that want to get to see, well, get the new catalogue, and also we get to see some new products being demonstrated. And what a morning we had. And then of course we carried on in the afternoon, a few of us, and had a whale of a time. It was lovely. So this is what we've done. You can make it as dark, as light, as ever, whichever you want to do. Same with this piece. Just going to do exactly the same. Just put some colour on. Oops. And if you wanted to blend a couple of colours together, a couple of greens, you can do. So we're just going in. Just like so. And I'm quite happy with that. I mean, I could have just used Pear Pizzazz card, but I just like the effect it gives when you do the blending. Right, blending completed. So what I'm going to do, get my bone folder, and we're just going to burnish these folds. And this one. Okay. Same with this one. Thank you, Sylvia. They're ready for doing. I had to take that polish off. It came off. But they're ready for doing again. Right, so all I'm going to do is bend. Whoops. I'm just giving it a bit of help. So when it goes on the card, it will bend. Same with this one. Just give it just a run over with the bone folder. And that's what it does. Gives it a bend. Right. That is the base card. Done. It just needs putting, well, just needs putting together, and it just needs scoring. Right. So this card just goes flat into an envelope. I thought it was quite great, you know, good how it just goes flat into an envelope. So what we need to do, we need to score this at 7.5 because this is 15 centimetres long. We score this at 7.5 centimetres. In fact, I should have done it the other way, but never mind, it will still burnish, it'll still bend. Okay, so I'm just going to put my bone folder away. I'm just going to burnish that. Okay, so it'll stand up. Right, here goes for fun. First things first, I'm going to stamp the happy birthday before I start doing anything. So the colours I'm using tonight, we have Magenta Madness, and I thought I'd use this before it actually retires very shortly. Basic Grey, Smoky Slate, Crushed Curry, we've got quite a selection, Misty Moonlight, Pacific Point, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather. Now you don't have to use all these colours, but I just thought it looked nice. So I just went for a load of colour. Nice and spring-like. Okay, so to stamp the happy birthday, I've done that in Basic Grey. So I'll just put those to one side. Basic Grey. And I should have got my happy birthday mounted up, but no. Like, silly me, I put it away last night when I'd finished. Never mind. Right, so I'm just going to mount Happy Birthday onto my block. Like so. Try and get it as straight as possible. I'm just going to do a test stamp. Make sure we're inked up. I love this font. Happy Birthday, spot on. It's lovely. Really, really nice. Yeah, it certainly does go flat, Izzy. Yeah. I should have pointed that out first, but you know me. Right, so top left hand corner, Happy Birthday. Like so. You could heat emboss that. You could actually put, if you wanted to put it on a little die cut, you could do. Anything's possible. But I just liked it like this, fairly simple. So that's my Happy Birthday finished with. Right. Here goes for the fun. Let me get... So what we're going to do is we're going to stick down these two pieces. That one first, that one second. And you don't really see it if you don't get it quite level. You don't really see it because it's covered with flowers. So let's go for it. I'm going to use my glue. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue on each side. And then I'm just going to eyeball it. Roughly, something like so. Just going to put a little bit of pressure on just to keep it, just so it sets. That's what we get. Okay. It's a very, very clever card, this. Very clever. I'm going to have a go at doing a balcony one, which is very similar, say, but it's actually scored, so rather than bent. I say I've never made one before. It's my first one. This card was. But we like a challenge. Just hold that down for a second or two. This glue is amazing. I love it. Okay. There we go. That is our base card, all ready to decorate. Okay, so I'll just put that to one side. Well, let's get on and decorate. So as I said, I have prepared some, but I have also got one of each to die cut so I can show you what I've done. So we've got, we'll have 4 of these when we're finished. We'll have 3. Now I think if I'm right, larkspur, did we say there were, Izzy? I've done 3, all in different colours. I've done Misty Moonlight, I think that was Highland Heather, and Magenta Madness for that one. Just so you've got some different colour. I've then got, these are the die cuts on their own that don't have a stamp. So they're those. And all I've done is use the ink, watercolour. Just watercoloured them. Oh, excuse me. I'll do another one of those as well. Oh no, we only need two. Don't need to do them. Don't need to do those either. It's just the other two. But it just gives you an idea how I sorted them out. And of course the little bees. We need to do another little bee. Just I put some Wink of Stella on the leaves. They're so cute. Whoops. And I've stamped those in basic grey. That little bit darker. Because I stamped the flowers in smoky slate. So let's die cut them first. Does help, doesn't it? So if I get my big machine out, let me just move them. There's never enough room. Shove them up there. There we go. What did I do with my dies? Oh, I chucked them on the floor, didn't I? Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Just bear with me. My room's not very big. Pick my dies up off the floor. Oh, come here. Oh, there's always one. Right, so we need that die. We need that die. We need a bee. Just checking which. So if I one that way, two that way, so I need that bee. And we don't need any more. Right, let me put those to one side. I promise I'm not going to drop them on the floor again. I'm lethal. Right, so do you know, I'm not doing very well, am I? Brain work. I have, I've done them, got them all up. Let me just put that there. I've got to stamp them first, haven't I? It does help. I'm just losing it tonight. We're cracking up. Right, so yeah, that'll go on there. B will go on there. The light spare will go on there. Right. Oops. Smoky slate. See if I can do it all in. So the smoky slate is for the flowers. So it's just a matter of inking up, stamping down. Okay, so that's what we've got with that one. And as I said, the flowers I'm doing with, it's thick, basic white cardstock. So I'll just stamp that down, like so. And the bee we're going to do in smoky slate. Sorry, basic grey, not smoky slate. It's that bit darker. Just, I'll do it on there. Like so. So that is the bee. So that's everything now stamped up. Let's die cut it. Bring my machine back in if I do it like that. Oh. So have I done? My plates in there. I'm not organised at all. Ditzy as ever. That's me. Right. So we're just gonna see if we can line them up like so. Hopefully they won't move, and they haven't done. Oops. Apologies if you just... Come on, I can't get them off the... Come on. There we go. Right, just one more to do. And we are done. May as well chop that. There we go. So we'll just die cut this. Get it lined up. Try like that. See how it comes out. Let's have a look. Oh, not brilliant, but we'll still go with it. So I'll just pop that there, die out the way. That's it now. We're finished with the die cutting machine. Here we go. Right, so we'll just quickly colour these in. Now, as you can see, I haven't done this very well. I haven't die cut it very well. So I'm just going to go in and just trim where the white bits, the big white bits are, that shouldn't be. Just like so. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. It's always the same when you're live on air. So I'm just taking, still leaving a bit of an edge, but it was a bit too big a bit. Right. Here we go. So we need crushed curry for the bee, Magenta Madness for the larkspur, Pacific Point for this flower, no idea what it is, and Pear Pizzazz. I'm just going to wipe that because I just get ink everywhere. I'm dangerous. So all we're going to do, I'm going to use my block to take the ink. I struggle with some of them. These ones aren't so bad. I can squeeze them, but for some reason that one I cannot. So pot with lid, and with all we're going to do, hopefully you can see me okay, just going to pick up some colour. We're just going to follow. This does not have to be perfect. We're just colouring in just like so. I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, just as simple as that. Put that to one side. Same with this one. And I did this on all the flowers. Stay, that's it. And then same with this, just so you can see the green. Just like so. I'll use that green in a bit. Right, so this one is Pacific Point. So what I'm going to do is go in with it pale for a start. So it's just a matter of going in. So there's nothing difficult about this at all. It's just, some of them aren't even in the lines. We just need that bit of colour, like so. Okay, now if you had, I don't have any of the the right what the Stampin' Right markers, is it? That's something on my wish list to get. But if you had Stampin' Right markers, you could just go in and put some colour, darker colour in. But I'm just going to go in with a bit more concentrated ink, just to give it a bit of definition. And in the Stampin' Right markers, it's the same ink as your ink pads. But it's like everything, you can't have everything at once. But I just want it all. It's lethal when you get a new catalogue. Ho ho ho. I want it all. I want it now. Right. So that's all we've done, just to give it a little bit darker in the middle. Nothing difficult. And then we go with Magenta Madness. Oh, not like that, because I want to use that bit. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with messages, comments should I say, not messages. Right, so this is quite a dark, very dark and bright, or should I say a deep pink. So I want to try and water it down fairly well, because I want to do a little bit of shading. So I'm not, as you can see, I'm not being fussy at all. We're just going in and colouring. So that's it. So what I'm going to do now is go in a bit more concentrated, just to give it just a little bit of definition. I'm not an artist, but it just looks different. Just put a bit more on there. Right. So, last but not least is our little bee. So, once again, this is crushed curry. We're going to go in, pick some colour, and I'm just going to go in. It's got the dark, not the black, it's basic grey. I didn't want it to be too harsh, too real black. So that's why I used basic grey. So we've just coloured a bit of yellow. Let me put my lid on my pot, otherwise it'll get knocked over. Wink of Stella. I'm just going to go in and just do the wings. I think that's working. It's just about run out, that one. I'll pick him up. Can we see? I don't know if we can see. There is a bit of shimmer. There is a bit of shimmer on there. Right. We're all ready for putting the card together. What I am going to do, I haven't done very well with this die cut either, so I'm just going to snip round, just like so, just to take the big parts of the white away. Should have taken my time really, but too keen to get on and do. So just going to go in and take that piece out. Like so. And that bit. Then one last piece. There we go. We're done. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Right. Let's start loading her up. Oh, move the bees all over to one side. Right. So you can place these anywhere at all. I'm just going to put them in the same place as what we've got. So I stuck 2 of these to the back, and I've stuck them on with dimensionals. So you've just got to just think about where your fold is, because you don't want to put, say, that over there and have it bending. You're better off to have it flat, like so. So let's pop some dimensionals. I just put 3 on there. I'm not worried about the bottom at all. So we're just going to build up the card then now. So we're going to put, whoops, come here. We're going to put that like so. And then this one, it's like flower arranging, isn't it? Can't pick them up. so fiddly, so delicate. So here we go. We're going to put this one over this side. And you just got to bear in mind, you just got to be a little bit careful. You've got to be able to see the happy birthday. Okay. Right. So these I stuck on here. Something like so. I'm just gonna lay them out just so we can see. I stuck those behind like that, so you could see them. That I stuck on the front. Right, I'm going to stick that on the front first, I think. I don't want it to go over the top of the card, so I'm going to use glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit just down the stem, and we're going to go in, just do it to there so I can see where we're going, a bit further down. Once you're happy, just press it down. Okay, right, so this is what we've got so far. These two little fellas I'm going to stick behind here, and all I'm going to do, so it is very fiddly, but it's worth it in the end, is pop a bit of glue on the front, because we're actually going to stick these, and I'll show you at the back, like so. I'll just hold it a sec. I'm going in and out of shot by the look of it, I apologise. So that's one. I'm going to go in with this one like so. Just hold that until it sticks. There we go. My fingers are all sticking out. Okay, right. So next we'll put these little fellas, and I'm going to put these like so. Like that, I think. Right, so once again, I'm going to go in with the glue. Just down the stem. I'm going to get my tweezers this time. So I'm going to go in. Like so, I think. And then same. Oops, can't see what I'm doing. There we go. So we're just sticking them down. I've got a little bit of glue on there, but we'll be fine. Okay, so the front, we're going to have that one there. Now all I'm going to do, get my bone folder, and I'm just going to, that's it. We're going to go in with glue again. They get glue everywhere. We're going to put him on here. Not over the edge, not over this edge. we're going to put this one here. So it's up to you. I say it's just like flower arranging. Oops. I'm gonna go like so. And then these pieces, I don't want these as tall as they are, so what I'm going to do, just get my snips, and I'm just going to go in and take that bottom bit off. Same with this one. Take that bottom bit off. Okay. So we're going to stick those like that, back with the glue. I'm just going to put a little bit just where we can. Just going to place that down. Same with this one. Who doesn't love a floral card? I love them. That one like that. And then just a little bit of glue on that. Right, so and then all we've got left to do are the bees. Right, piece of window sheet. I know you probably can't see it, but we're gonna, it's about, just let me measure it. So this is about 8 centimeters tall. I will cut it about just over a centimetre. I'll use my big scissors so I can cut it in one piece. I want 2 pieces of this. Right. I also need my glue dots. Now, I don't quite know how I'm going to do this so you can see. Let's try. If I put that down. Oh, I don't know. Let's go with it. Right. So, I want this little bee at the top. So, all I'm going to do. Oops. Is put. Getting stuff stuck to me. That's that way. I want the other opposite way, so I want that one. So I'm just gonna put them 2 on glue dots. That one's already come. Oof, I'll use that one first. So we're gonna put in whichever way you want, and then it's just gonna cut a little bit of that off so it's not standing up. And this is what I've got. Hope you can see it. Little bee. Oh, thank you, Shaz. Oh, bless. Right, so we're gonna take the other one and we're gonna do the same. Right, hold him up. It's just so difficult to see. Yeah, so he's stuck on there. So what we're going to do with these, it's a bit of a fiddly bit this, but we'll have him, that bee going there. So if I'm just giving myself an idea of where I want my tear and tape. I'm going to put tear and tape on here. Let me just, makes it just a little bit awkward because you just cannot see it. Right, so I'm just cutting a couple of pieces. I think it was somewhere like that. That'd be right. So we need it on the front. So where the bee is on the front. I'm just going to pull those off. I am just going to trim the bottom because he's just a little bit too long. He'll stick out underneath. And we're just going to, oh, nearly put it on the wrong card then. So we're just going to go in and I want him landing on there. Like so. You can see him there. We'll have this one. I'm going to put him go into that one. Maybe a bit lower down, like so. So if I just mark that there. Like that. And like that. Don't you just love tearing tape? Makes life so much easier. You can tear it. Just got to peel it off, that's the only trouble. But you take your pick tool, is ideal for that. But we've managed it tonight. Just trim the bottom off. We're going in, like so, just a little bit lower than that one. And then we've got one bee left. We're going to put on a dimensional. If I can pick it up. Put a dimensional on him. And if I can take that off. We're going to have him there. Just let me get rid of my rubbish. So here we are, all 3D. So that is the card, but we cannot forget the envelope. So just let me put that away. Let me get an envelope. I haven't got one out. So let's get one. Right. How we're going to decorate this. I think I quite like this stamp. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stamp it. I'm not colouring it in or anything. Just going to put it on there. Just going to stamp it in this corner. We're going to go in. Just let me clean it. I didn't clean it when I stamped it last time. That's a bit wet. Got a bit carried away. rinse that. We're going to go in with Smoky Slate. So just so we've got just a cup, we'll go in this corner. Just like so. Just do the back, just do it at the bottom. Ink up. Just so we've got some floral on there. So we're not colouring it in. Put that to one side, that to one side. So just gives us a decorated envelope. So, and there we have it. 2 happy birthday cards. And the colours. Yes, they make me smile too. I just love the colours. It's so, to me, so spring, early summer. Just the, it does make you smile. On the first one I did, I have just, if you want to, a bit of Wink of Stella, just to give it a bit of shine. And just about. And we'll have to put some alcohol in it to see if I can revive it for a bit. Just to give it a little shine. Just to finish it off. Like so. And if you really wanted to, and I'd forgotten about them, I had them in my hand earlier on. I had forgotten about them because these would look great on here. And these are carrying over into the new catalogue. The brushed brass butterflies. Where's my tweezers? We could put a little one between the flowers. Put one up. Come here. We're going to have 3. And put a big one on. I'd never thought about them till just now, so you can just see the butterflies. Put them on here and we're just about done. Put it where we can see. Mind you, I don't suppose it matters if it's on the flower. Let's go with it. No. Oh dear, come here. Come here. Little butterfly. Oh no, we'll put it on there. 1. 2. We could even do it up above the happy birthday. So, there we have it. 2 3D effect Bendi fold cards. Great fun to make. You could do it with any anything really. You could do it with oh, thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, you could do it with animals. Yeah, you can do it with all sorts of flowers, all sorts of things. we'll have to have a look, see what's coming up in the new catalogue, and we'll see if we can do another one. I think I do like this card. It's excellent. And just to prove, it falls flat. You just got to be just a little bit careful. And in an envelope. So there we go. All done and dusted. I hope you like it. And I've had a whale of a time. Really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And unfortunately, I'm going to not be about for the next fortnight. I'm crafting with some girly friends, Izzy and Alison, next Monday. And I've decided I'm not going to do a live on a bank holiday. I'm going to have that time so I can have time with the family. But I will be live the following week after Easter Monday. And it'll give me time to get my pre-order in to see some new goodies. So it'll give me a bit of time so I can prepare and get myself organised. So, and hopefully coming up we're going to be doing a class. So just got to get myself organised and everything done, and we'll get sorted. Right, I will say good evening. Thank you very much. If you're watching on catch up, I appreciate it. Thank you. I will load it up to YouTube. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. The last 2 videos I've done, I haven't had chance. I had a blip with my computer, so I couldn't load them up. So there'll be 3 videos in total to be loaded up. So I will get them on this week. So thank you very much for watching once again, and we will see you. It'll be in 3 weeks. Thank you. Bye.